anniversary of Hollywood Studios. So I showed up early. I got here at like 7, a little bit after 7. And they opened, the park opens at 9, but the merchandise store opened at 8. It actually opened up a little bit early. It was like, I don't know, probably 7:40 when they started to let everyone in, which is pretty cool. But we went down, basically they let everyone in and everyone dashed down towards Muppet Vision 3D. I'll show you that video there where people lining up. But they had some pretty cool merch. I'll show you. I just got 2 things. Nothing crazy. Wasn't shoveling things into a shopping bag. But yeah, so now basically they're letting people into the park and everything's kind of getting up and going. Rides or anything aren't open yet. But it's pretty cool. You can just kind of walk around right now and enjoy. So here you can see the limited edition annual pass holder pin. They had 2 other limited release pins for the event, but I did not get either of those. You can see it's a pin-on-pin with the Mickey, and then it says annual pass holder. And it's got kind of their new logo they've been doing for the event with the 30, and then you can see basically different elements of the parks behind it. And then behind that, I got the pass holder magic band. This is LE 3000, I believe, for the magic band, and the pin was also LE of 1000, I believe. But you can see it's kind of similar to the pin design. Hollywood Studios 2019. And then, I don't know if I can open this with one hand. Yes, I can. See? Magic band. And we'll pull it out for you. It's basically just that design all the way around it. On this side, it's got the 30 years. So pretty cool. I like it. So they had 2 other things when you walked in. They are doing a 30-year button. See, it's got Mickey. It's the 30-year logo. It's pretty cool, white and red design here. So nice. Always fun getting the buttons. And then obviously they always have a special map as well. See, Hollywood Studios 30th, and just a normal back of the map. Donald and Daisy making an appearance. So they actually opened the rides and stuff up at 8:30, which is pretty cool. I got to walk on Tower, and I'm considering hopping on Rock and Roller Coaster real quick as well. There no lines, and the park's not full yet, obviously, because it hasn't opened. So pretty cool. It's also very bright. Sorry. So it's about 8:50 now, maybe a little after. I'm meeting 2 of my friends here. Actually, they're about to walk in the park, but obviously the park doesn't technically open till 9. I already hit Tower and Rockin', which is pretty cool. We got our merch. So it's gonna be a good day. So now we're pretty much gonna check out some of the stuff they have going on for the 30th. Supposed to make some bizarre announcement about something that they're doing. Who knows what it's gonna be, but let's go. See, everything's got Hollywood Studios 30-year logos. And these screen, there you go. You see they switch between different characters that you can find around the park. Pretty neat. They've got, looks like they're different viewing areas and setting up for the ceremony that they're doing at 10. And they're also doing some sort of cavalcade of stars. Not 100% sure what's gonna go down for that, but that's gonna go basically straight down Hollywood Boulevard here, which we're gonna walk down now. A couple things I noticed: the park is pretty clean looking. Looks like they'd really polished some things that were getting pretty dirty and cleaned it up for the event, which is pretty cool. And obviously I am going towards the opposite of traffic right now, so probably won't make it very far. I might walk down Sunset here, but I'll walk this way. Oh yeah, they got all kinds of stuff going on. So all kinds of things going on. So yeah, we're gonna walk down Sunset instead. You can see they have all the 30-year with the characters and Tower of Terror. We'll see. I might actually be about hopping on Tower. That would be kind of fun. Alright guys, I just wanted to finish up my vlog from yesterday. I was at the studio's 30th anniversary, as you just saw, but I didn't really end up filming that much more just because there wasn't that much to film. I did not get a great view for the cavalcade and all the announcements and whatnot, so I wasn't gonna waste time trying to hold a phone up 20 feet in the air and then block the view behind me, because I didn't want to do that. But we'll talk about the cavalcade. It was okay. Basically, Mickey and Minnie came out, and it was like a mini parade, but it was done in that kind of stars rolling up type of cavalcade. You know, the word that they used. Anyways, so like I said, Mickey and Minnie came through in a red Camaro, and then Indiana Jones, basically like the stars from the show came in, and they had one of like the trucks from back there, and they did a whole little scene twice. It was okay. And then Ariel and Eric and Belle and Beast both came through. They were both in horse-drawn carriages. Then Toy Story characters came through, and then they had Buzz and Woody, and I think Jessie as well. They were in Camaros as well, which were pretty cool because they were Toy Story themed. I actually did think they were kind of neat. And then after that, the kind of bigger one that they had was basically Galaxy's Edge cast members come through in costume. And they walked up to the stage and basically were surrounded by stormtroopers. And then Rey and Chewie came out and basically just scared off the stormtroopers, I guess. I don't know. It was okay. It was okay to see the costumes, but it wasn't really a big wow moment, honestly. And that was, I think, it for the cavalcade. Now, the other big announcement that they said is that they're changing Hollywood Studios logo again. And honestly, I'm not impressed by this logo. I think it's pretty lame. So basically, the logo is Arial font that says Hollywood Studios with Hollywood Studios slightly smaller below it, and then the O's in Hollywood have characters in them, the first one being BB-8, and then you have Mickey and Minnie, or just Mickey in the new animation, obviously to match the new Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, because that is the animation style that ride's going to use, and then the last one is Woody. So this logo represents Toy Story Land, Galaxy's Edge, and the Runaway Railway. Two of these attractions or lands haven't even opened yet, and then one is the newest one. So basically this gives no love to any of the rest of the park. Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, Indiana Jones, none of that got any attention in this logo. Not to say that it all needed it, but even the 30th anniversary stuff kind of highlighted some of these attractions in their logo and merchandise, which I thought was pretty cool. It was nice to see the mesh of that. And then I don't know why it really had to be super character-y. Now the animation, when they revealed the logo with the circles rolling around and the characters popping out, that was kind of cool. It was cool to see that whole flow. And it would be cool to see like projections of this logo where the characters were like interacting or in motion. But other than that, I didn't think it was super necessary. Now, older logos in Hollywood's past have had Mickey in them, even going back to the old MGM logo. You can see Mickey was in it. So that's okay, I understand maybe having one character, but other than that, I don't really think that park logos need to be associated with a character. And in fact, even when Disneyland originally opened, they didn't want characters associated with the park. You actually couldn't find anything with Mickey when Disneyland first opened, because if Disneyland had failed, they didn't want Mickey associated with that. But anyways, they're there. It's the new logo. It's basically Arial font with a little bit of cleaning up, and it's bolded. So really not that cool. Again, I think the fact that they included some of these lands and not others maybe points towards all the changes they're making and potential changes for other things. It's always a rumor that Rock and Roller Coaster may get a retheme or change attractions completely. You never really know. So maybe that's something that they're leaning towards. Again, I don't think Tower of Terror would go anywhere or get rethemed, so it's strange that that wouldn't have gotten something. They could have made like an L from Hollywood part of the logo if they really wanted to, bring the whole park into it. But they really just wanted to highlight the IPs that they were using. So that's my whole rant on how I really don't like this logo, and I think that the change was super unnecessary. Other than that, the day was fine. They did that whole stuff. They did the merchandise, which the line was super long all day. I think people were saying it was up to 2 hours to get in. I was there at before park open, so I waited 20 minutes and got the stuff I needed. So that was actually pretty cool. I'd never gone specifically to get merchandise and been there that early. Most of the time I just show up whenever and I hope there's still something left. So I showed you the magic band and the pin I got. That was pretty cool. The other thing they did give away was a pretty cool Hollywood Studios 30th anniversary poster. I'm looking over this way because it's hanging on my wall. You'll see it over my face here. But you can see, even in the 30th logo there, you can see Tower and the Crossroads kind of over in the circle of the 30th. And then they have basically all the different characters, or a lot of different characters represented in the park. BB-8, Mickey, Woody, Edna, Olaf, and Kermit, which I think this is cool. And then I guess the logo down there really is the new logo without the characters. I didn't really pick up on that before, but I don't know. It's okay. I don't think the whole characters all over it really needed to happen, nor did a logo change really need to happen at all. But that's my thoughts on that. The only other big thing I did was I did have lunch at 50's Primetime with some friends. I didn't film a whole lot during this, so it's not going to get its own video. I'm just going to talk about it here real quick. I had gotten basically all of the things they recommended as like legacy items, basically just stuff that's been on the menu forever and is popular. So I got the peanut butter and jelly milkshake, which was actually very good. It's basically a peanut butter milkshake, and it's got a little bit of like fruity sweetness from the jelly, but it tasted 90% like a peanut butter milkshake. But it was very good. Consistency of it was very good. I was happy with that. And then I also got the meatloaf. I forget what the whole name is in it, but it's a meatloaf. It's got a tomato, like a tomato glaze over it. So basically like a fancy ketchup. It wasn't quite the consistency of ketchup. It was more of like an orange. It was rather good, actually. And then that comes with mashed potatoes that had a gravy over it, as well as some vegetables that I don't remember, but you'll see because, yeah. But it was actually very good. I enjoyed my meal a lot. I thought that the meatloaf portion was a little bit small for what it was. They could have given you another piece or maybe another scoop of potatoes. It was just, I'm a fast eater, and everyone else's meal seemed to be a little bigger than mine, so I was done super quick and then was just kind of awkwardly sitting there drinking my milkshake, waiting for everyone else to finish. But that's all I got for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe below. See ya!